What's up, guys? Mike here again with Cashback Realty. And today we have a little bit of a different video. Like I told you guys a few weeks ago, I'm going to start doing more video about topics related to real life, not just real estate, because as we know, real estate is real life, right? So as you can see from the thumbnail and the title of this video, it says goals are dumb, right? And this is not my take. This was actually said by Emmanuel Acho on the morning show Kelly and Ryan. And I'm gonna play the entire video to give you guys context of exactly what he said. Then we're gonna dissect it and give some commentary on it. Take a look.
All right, Emmanuel, the book is called Illogical, and one of the things that Kelly said she subscribes to is not setting goals, and you say goals are dumb in the book.
My favorite chapter, and the chapter that really is the most mind-blowing, I say that goals are dumb. I think that if you set a goal, at best, you achieve it, but what if you could have achieved so much more? And at worst, you ruin your
So it puts a ceiling on it, you think?
Exactly. A goal that puts a ceiling on your ability. See, a goal by definition is an end towards which energy is aimed. I believe set an objective with no limitations, because an objective, though a small difference, has a major impact on your life. An objective is simply effort in a direction. So I don't believe in setting a goal, because you set a goal, if you don't hit it, you fail.
You like my mother at the dinner. She's like,
write that down.
Give me your phone.
An objective is energy in a direction.
Here's what happened. After my third year at the University of Texas, I wanted to go to the National Football League. But the NFL told me, Emmanuel, you won't be drafted in the first 3 rounds. 7 rounds in the draft. I highlighted it. I put it above my bed. I read it every morning I woke up, every night I went to sleep. You won't be drafted in the first 3 rounds, because my goal was to be drafted in the first 3 rounds of the NFL. 1 year later, going to the NFL draft, I'm running the 40-yard dash. I hear this. I thought my heels were clicking. I was tearing my quad off the bone. True story. I fall to the 6th round in the NFL draft, devastated. My self-worth defeated. I was shot. I realized, stop setting goals, because here's what we do, Kelly. By 26, I want to be married. I want to have children. By 30, I want a house. But then by 31, you're single with no kids, and all of a sudden you're questioning your worth. You're questioning your esteem. You're questioning who you are. Because if you set a goal, that's the easiest way to fail. I no longer set goals. I just set objectives with no limitations.
For those of you who don't know who Emmanuel Acho is, he's a Nigerian-American, former NFL linebacker, spent about 4 years in the NFL, most notably with the Eagles. He's a sports analyst and current host of Speak for Yourself with Marcellus Wiley. Those guys are a lot of fun to watch. I like their take on some of the sports news that goes on. You might also recognize him from Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. He used to post segments on social media about racial justice, especially after the George Floyd incident. He even caught Oprah's attention and they sat down and did a talk. So one thing I want to make explicitly clear, it's not me tearing Emmanuel Acho down. I know we live in a society nowadays where everyone wants to see the smoke and the beef. And if you disagree with someone, you're a hater. You're a hater. And, just stop. Stop right now, because that's not what this is. I'm a fan of Emmanuel Acho. I love what this brother does in the community. He's written a couple of aspirational books, and he advocates for the underdog. But just like any other disagreement you might have with a family member, with your brother, with a close friend, you have respectful dialogue and you go right back to being good friends again. So I follow him on Instagram, and when this popped up in my feed, I had to leave a comment on it because I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean goals are dumb? What is he talking about? So here's my comment on his post. I wrote, I like your sports show, Acho, but come on, man. Setting goals are dumb? ? Hand over face emoji. Shaking my head! ! I know you're trying to come up with innovative ideas to sell a book, but you can't really believe that, can you? To which he responded, I don't just believe it, I live it. This was an idea in 2017 when I wrote a thesis on it. Long before a book, my friend. So then I responded, I can appreciate your idea. However, the hypothesis of the usefulness of goal setting has already been proven. No one gets to your level of success without the fundamental understanding that goals are malleable and sequential. We don't, or shouldn't, fold up like a beach chair if we don't immediately accomplish our goals. but you already know this. Still support you in all your endeavors, my friend. Hashtag one love. And you can see here, it was a respectful debate back and forth. Like I said, this isn't about trying to tear anyone down. I appreciate Acho responding to me. He didn't have to. And I wasn't being facetious in any way in my retort, but I believe wholeheartedly that he's wrong on this one. His underlying reasoning for why people shouldn't set goals just makes no sense, right? By his logic, he's saying that if you set goals, you are setting yourself up for failure, and therefore what you should set are quote-unquote objectives, and we're going to get into that in a second, but I mean, what's the logic here? He's essentially saying that you should just say, let's say for example you want to lose weight, right? Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds in the next 2 months. What he's suggesting is that you don't set a specific goal of 20 pounds, because God forbid you set that goal and you don't hit it, you're gonna feel terrible because you failed and it's gonna be bad for your self-esteem, etc. Well, guess what? That is the mechanism of setting a goal. You should feel bad if you don't hit that goal. Goals are benchmarks. They're a way to measure our performance. And his reasoning that you shouldn't set a goal of 20 pounds because it's possible that you can lose 25 or 30 pounds is just ridiculous. If you set a goal for 20 pounds and you achieve that goal, give yourself a round of applause. You hit the target, now set another goal. And that's why this is particularly egregious coming from a former professional football player. What is the goal on each down you play football? Maybe it's because he was on the defensive side of the ball, but if you're on the offensive side of the football, with each down, your goal is to do what? Get a first down. Can you imagine if an offensive coordinator said, you know what, no, we're not going to try to move the ball 10 yards. Let's just set a quote-unquote objective to get the ball somewhere across the 40-yard line. Let's go with that. We don't want specific goals. No, we're not going to set a 10-yard goal, or we're not going to set a goal to get another 5 yards in a 2nd and 5 scenario. Let's just try to get the ball somewhere over the 50-yard line. Like, are you serious right now? Come on, man. Come on, man. So respectfully, Mr. Acho, I call bullshit, but I'm still gonna support you and I am gonna buy your book because I wanna see what's in the rest of it. I admire you as a sports analyst doing great things. Let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. Leave your comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. If you did, consider checking out one of my other videos here, or maybe this one here. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to reach out if I can ever help you.